Hello, everybody, and welcome to another chapter in the long legacy of the Big Ten Conference. It's a championship game in the new expanded Big Ten, and there are high stakes here. Not just a conference championship, but potentially positioning themselves for a run at the national championship with an automatic bid. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Team is out there, and here we go. A conference championship on the line right now. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. First down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Here's the option play. Pitch play to the back. Moves the ball across the 20 to the 22.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? And looks like the quarterback's going to run it. The ball is loose. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Sets up as a 3rd and 3 here on this opening possession. Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They'll try to run for the first down. He's found some room at the 45. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Steps out of bounds, but not before a huge gain on the ground.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get him to 3rd down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
The Nittany Lions with 1st and 10 here. Inside give now from the shotgun. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
Second down after that previous play. Handoff to the single back. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
What makes a really good counterplay is selling it to the defense. So you're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The defense stops him short of the marker, so it's 4th down coming up. And now the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this. Crucial play coming up. Coach electing to go for a field goal attempt. Trying to connect from 40 yards out. And it's good. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away. We'll call for the fair catch here. Fresh set of downs for the offense. 1st down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. 4th down. We're going to throw the football. Lets it go. Pass is caught right near the sideline. What a catch. Does get the foot back.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense. Waiting just the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
One play moves the ball to 45 on 1st down. Here's the handoff. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing in 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend 1st down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that 1st down.
Catch made on the right side. Go get him, but he put the spin cycle on that defender. Wow.
Boy, just a great throw and outstanding accuracy by this USC quarterback. We always know over the years that SC has as much history as anybody at this quarterback spot. Sure is living up to that right now.
1st and 10 play coming up. Now the handoff. He's running behind the right tackle. 5-yard gain, so it's 2nd and 5.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pass on full display right there.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. He's escaping the pocket now. Looks like he's going to run it. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. It's 3rd and short from the opponent's 28. Let's see what the play call is here. They're already in field goal range, but thinking about the end zone. Can he get there on the ground? Take it now, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Now here's the toss play. And he's stopped after gaining 4 yards. So 2nd and 6.
The offense that time just trying to get the ball out in the perimeter, trying to find some space to be able to get their speed into. Pretty good job by the defense slowing them down.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. Toss play. Back heads to his right. Tackle after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should round up the first quarter of play. And the Trojans trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, SC.
As a defensive coordinator, you've got to be careful being so worried about this pass game and this quarterback that you're a little bit soft up front and it costs you. That's exactly what happened here as they scored this touchdown.
And the point after is right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Last possession produced a field goal. No doubt they're thinking touchdown this time. We'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Snap, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
The defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Gives it to the back. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
What a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. You're right. He shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Oh, downfield pitch made on the left side. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. All the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
PA team puts him up 3. Kickoff teams come on the field now to send this one away. Here's the fair catch by the return man. offense is back out on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? He's moving out of the pocket. And the pass will fall incomplete on the scramble attempt. Good coverage there. So second down after the incompletion. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. With the catch, it's Harper.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. Take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
It's a ball at the 30. This is a manageable third down play for the offense. He'll toss it to the back. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. He'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Well, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play on third down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches them off guard. It's good enough for a first down.
And the Trojans lining up here on 1st and 10. Toss play to the outside. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards.
Chris, great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, but no chance at all. Defensive speed, ability to diagnose the play, blows it up.
Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, drops back. Fires it to the wideout. He's got a man down the middle. Makes the first down, but crazy price. Big hit there at the end.
Hey, great throw here by this USC quarterback, but how about the catch by the wide receiver? And Chris, we've been saying that for decades when it comes to USC and their wide receivers. What incredible history, going way back to Len Swan. He was a Steeler, but it all started when he wore that USC uniform. Keyshawn Johnson had a brilliant career. So did Robert Woods. And how about Amon-Ra St. Brown and the job that he did when he was at SC?
Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
6-minute drive coming up. He'll hand it off. He picks up 9, so just short of the first down. 2nd and 1.
Man, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I'd love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
And the Trojans are in the red zone. Off the play fake, looking to throw the football. Tight end makes the grab. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
First down here, the offense has time for one more play before the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. Completion good for first down yardage for this offense. One man in the backfield, and he'll get the football. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Makes the catch, but the throw moving out of the field of play. Incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that decides football games. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. He's got it right near the end zone. The defense makes the stop at the 3.
Chris, give him some credit here. He's fighting to get to that first down, breaks the tackle, just comes up a little bit short of the first down.
Coach is going to take the 3 points. Here comes the field goal unit. This will be a chip shot from just 20 yards away. Field goal is good. And that will tie things up as we hit the score at halftime.
And that one, my gosh, it's almost too easy. Nice kick.
So they settled for 3, and now the kickoff. We'll see if the opposing offense has enough time to answer before halftime. And the Penn State offense is back out on the field. The last time out, trying to do the same thing here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Running back grabs it on the screen. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Here's the second down play. Trying to run it for the option. The back's got it on the pitch. And they bring him down, but not before he picks up the first. Good execution on the option.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. Tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Makes it second and medium. Now they'll run it on the toss. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but he brings up a fourth down.
Third down and short, they decide to throw the football, roll the dice a bit, doesn't work out. Now you're at fourth and short. Gotta wonder, with this offensive line and this running back, do you run the football to convert, or do they try to go through the air again?
Nittany Lions will bring their punt team on the field now. And now before the kickoff, a timeout has been taken by the receiving team. And the Nittany Lions will send their punt team onto the field. And they'll just down it right here. Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And they heave it deep downfield. And it's incomplete with just 1 second remaining on the clock.
Well, Chris, the offense takes the shot downfield, and this defender does a great job making a play on the ball. Not only that, he tips that ball up into the air. Good chance for the defense to come up with an interception there.
Looks like one more play here before halftime. They'll try the option play here. the first down. He's still going. They make the tackle as time expires. That'll do it for the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away to get us going in the second half. And the return man decides to signal fair catch. Trojans offense is back out on the field. They're going to run the option. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the tailback's got it again. Fighting off the defender. Moves the ball to the 37 for a first down.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line to give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up. He was able to get downfield for the first down.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here.
Well, the defense better be aggressive here themselves. Clearly, we're seeing an approach by this offense that they're going to attack downfield. Probably saw something in the first half that they could take advantage of. They come out early and try to hit it for a big one.
Getting set. Here's second down. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. Running back has it on the screen now. And he never had a chance tackled in the backfield.
Trying to beat this defensive line to believing they have a shot to get to the quarterback on the pass. Instead, they recognize screen right away, make a really nice play for lost yardage.
This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw it on third and very long. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. He pulls it in for a big gain.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
The Trojans are moving quickly down the field. Oh, a reverse. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone.
You know, we're seeing this more and more where wide receivers are getting involved in running, both here in college and also up in the NFL. I think it's due to plays like this one right here. It's not going to change anytime soon. Excellent play call.
And the Trojans line up on 1st and 10 now. Quarterback's got it on the option. Pitch to the back. Tackle made, but it's enough for the first down. A well-executed option play.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
The timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Keeping it on the ground here. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. The Trojans will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. First and goal, handoff. Touchdown, Southern California. They will claim the second-half lead. Methodical but effective for one of the most impressive drives we've seen in a conference championship game.
Hey, I have to agree with you. Long drives like that are like a great painting. Slowly layering all the intricate facets until you have a masterpiece completed. That drive was put together in the same fashion. Just masterful execution on that drive.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Retakes the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? Testing the right side here. They'll bring him down right at the 30-yard line.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Important second down play coming up. And a handoff as they run the counter play. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do well.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. There's the handoff. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
You know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defensive play in space, still have the ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Trying to extend the play. Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Throw for the first down. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Tackled across midfield with a 48, good enough for a first down.
This is a big conversion by this offense. They're down now in the second half. Probably limited opportunities at this point in the game. Every chance you get your hands on the ball, you need points. They keep this drive alive right here.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly.
Just a good job here by the quarterback. Got the ball out to his receiver. His guy eats up some yards. They stay ahead of the sticks.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
That's an important first down on that running play. Back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Of course, the timing between the quarterback and the receiver here is exceptional. Great route here to sell that post to the inside and then break it off to the corner. And the quarterback anticipates it well, puts it on the money for that touchdown.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the third period. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. And here comes the USC offense back on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier. Absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
He went backwards on first down, so 2nd and long from the 24. Play action fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Just trying to get rid of it. That pass is no good. Incomplete to wrap up play here in the 3rd quarter. We begin the quarter with a crucial play, offense setting up for this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance. But he held it just a little bit too long. The defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
So tie game, 4th quarter. They're going to go for it on this 4th down. Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Quarterback lost track of the play clock, and it'll cost the offense 5. And the Trojans will have to kick it away. And this drive moves backwards, so he's on to punt it away. See if he can make a play on this return. And the returner will be brought down. The guys up front line up. It's 1st down. They'll hand it off. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9.
In the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Play action fake, looking to throw. It's a short completion of the big tight end. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from the first down.
This is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go to play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice game.
Carry here for the fullback. And the defense rises up and stops him short on third down. Tie ball game late, and they're going for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Boy, what a great job here by the quarterback, working through his progressions and staying patient. He didn't panic. He didn't get out of there. He knew that his back, if he could get the ball in his hands, had a chance to pick up the first down. That's exactly what he was able to do.
Nittany Lions starting a new series here on 1st and 10. They'll go with the ground game. The quarterback takes the handoff.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Takes the handoff. Looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down at the 5. Solid game, though, in the completion. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit.
You talk about balance as a play caller. I don't know if it gets much better than what this offense is doing. 3 runs, 3 passes, and all 3 passes have been completions. Now it's first and goal.
First and goal. The offense with an opportunity for a go-ahead score here in the final minutes. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And runner brought down, but looks like there's a flag on the field. Let's see what this is about. So that offensive penalty will be declined by the defense. They're happy to take the result of that play. Second and goal play for the offense. Looks left and finds his target there. Brought down at the 2 after the catch. The offense close to punching it in.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays. But to stop receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and the ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Third down here. Time for perhaps one more play before the 2-minute warning. And the pass is complete to the tight end. Touchdown, Penn State. And they'll claim the fourth-quarter lead. Now they'll try to add on the PAT late in this game. PAT is up and good. They lead by a touchdown here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff team on the field getting set now. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. offense is back out on the field. They're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the three-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place and gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
The call is on 1st and 10. Offense will keep it on the ground here. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
The defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. On the run here. Lets it go. He rolls it in. It's Harper. And he makes his way out of bounds. Good thinking there. Clock is stopped.
This is why offenses drill down on the 2-minute drill year-round. You want to have quarterbacks and wide receivers completely dialed in on down and distance, and especially the clock. You got to get out of bounds when you can to preserve it, and do a really good job of that right here.
And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that run play. They'll hurry to the line here with the clock running. Same tailback, another carry. And he picks up the first down before they get into the ground. And the Trojans hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Finding space at the 20. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
Chris, you've got to be able to tackle better than that. Not only that, to miss tackles, he gets out of bounds to stop the clock. These are the fundamentals of the game. These missed tackles that could cost them the football game.
Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
Chris, that's positive yards on 1st and goal, which is obviously good. But now at this point in the game, critical series. They've got to find a way to get the ball in the end zone.
Second down and goal. It's an option look. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2. Clock is still running up. Hurry up here. It's a crucial 3rd down. Here's the option play. And they've got him. Just 1 second remaining in the game. This could be the biggest play so far. 4th and goal. And this offense is down. Needs this. They're trying to run it with the option. Pitches to the back. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, USC.
Now you've got a big decision. What a great touchdown. But think about it. If you kick the extra point, you tie the game up, probably go to overtime. Or you roll the dice and go for 2 and potentially win the game.
A 1-point game, and now the short extra point attempt. And that PAT gives us a tie ball game here in the final quarter. And the Trojans will line up on 1st and 10. On the carry, he's heading left. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Of course, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Okay, ready? This defense just cannot get off the field. Long march, moves on. They'll switch it up here, looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. I kept referring to his route. Here's an example of that. Great route and enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Takes the ball, tries the right side here. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Delivers from the pocket, complete over the middle. Doesn't quite get in, but it sets up a 1st and goal for this offense.
Now the receiver does all the work here. Man, that is easy living for this quarterback. Really good footwork by the receiver. Gets the separation, and at that point, it's just pitch and catch from the quarterback.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. It's a touchdown as they jump on top during overtime. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution at the top of the line.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than the conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
So pressure on this offense. They must answer with a touchdown to stay in this game. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open.
Well, this is a beautiful play when the timing is right, as we see right here. The receiver's got to do a good job of working his way back to the football as the quarterback is throwing it. The timing here is impeccable.
So now it's 1st and goal. They have to punch it in here to keep this game going. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. And now a decision. You kick the PAT or overturn and the win.
Well, this is one of the benefits of going second when you get into overtime. Now you know what you're facing. You put a touchdown on the board, you can either send it to another overtime if you kick an extra point, or potentially, hey, let's win the game and go for 2 right here.
How about this? A 2-point conversion now with the ball game on the line. Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there. It's always a special year, but after all the work you put in, you can call yourselves champions of the Big Ten. And now with the playoff spot locked up, the spotlight gets even brighter. You're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they continue to pursue a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Curb Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.